All right, guys, my favorite part of what we do, probably the reason why I bought this whole 33-acre facility, was so we could do this right here.
After cost of labor and machines, it's pretty much 100% profit. So.
My name's Caleb Collins with McKinnley Excavating. What we have here is pretty much our own little quarry.
Basically, we're taking all of the concrete from all of our demos and all of our jobs. Instead of putting it in the ground or taking it to a landfill, we're bringing it back here, running it through 3 of our power screen crushers.
We have a jaw crusher that crushes kind of all of the big stuff. And then it feeds into the impact crusher, which breaks everything down to about that size, give or take. And then it goes into the screen, and the screen separates it from 57s to number 3s to fines. You can, anything that is under 42 inches in width and length, you can stick in this crusher. So I mean, you can take something, any one of these sizes, and it'll feed them right through it. It's awesome.
So we got a jaw crusher here after we process it, fed with the 320. It drops into our impact crusher, which is sized down to about 1.5 inches in size. And then after it comes out of the jaw crusher into the impact crusher, it falls in our screen. And our screen is running a 3/4 screen on the top deck with the fines and kicking out anything 2 inch and over. So we're getting 2 inch plus, we're getting a basically a 1/4 inch minus or 1/2 inch minus, then we're getting a true 3/4 inch rock, all back out from what would have gone in the ground or gone to a landfill, getting repurposed back on a project.
And we do average about 1,000 to 1,500 tons a day, depending on how smooth they're running. Crushers are very, very unique and they're finicky sometimes, but this is a pretty brand new setup and it's wicked.
So how much do you think this whole setup weighs?
Oh God. This one's about, I would say about 90,000 pounds to 100,000 pounds. That one's the heavy one. It's about 100 for sure. And that one is 65,000. Know that for a fact. So it's, there's a lot of weight and a lot of money sitting.
You get nervous running it?
Yeah. Yes, because that's a lot of money. And a lot of things could go wrong really quickly, because if something goes wrong with that one and this one feeds into it and it feeds into that one, it creates a chain driven effect where whenever one thing breaks, everything breaks. The startup procedure on these are pretty relatively simple. You're really tedious. You can't just throw it in there and just let it eat. You gotta
Oh, that's crazy. It's got a little screen there.
Yeah, and this is actually the scale that measures how many tons. You do per job. And to really start it up, all you gotta do is the green button will pop up here. And that's what turns the jaws on and the conveyor belt. And whenever you press it, whenever you press it, it turns red. Wait for everything to idle up, and then another button will come on over here to turn the hopper on that feeds it.
Okay.
So I guess we'll start in the dirt barn. You know, in the dirt barn we bring in just unsifted topsoil from jobs, or people will pay to dump, unsifted topsoil or fill soil. And so what we do with that is we just run it through a soil sifter. So all it does is sift out all if there's metal or gravel or whatever undesirables or spoils you have in the topsoil, it just kind of filters that out, piles it up, then you have just solid, good topsoil. And in the back with all the crushing machines and milling machines, what we do is people usually either will bring in dump trucks of concrete, or people will pay to come dump truckfuls of concrete. And what we do is we have 3 milling machines back there that all run in unison, and depending on how fine of a crush and run you want, we can make anything from 57s, number 4 rock, crush and run rock, millings. We crush a lot of asphalt. That makes what's called asphalt millings, and you can use that pretty much like driveways, foundation, pretty much anything along those lines.
And that part of the business does pretty well?
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of a foolproof system. Like I said, most of the time people are paying us to take the concrete off jobs, or paying us to dump their concrete to us. So I mean, it's really a win-win situation. We don't really have a lot of investment in the concrete itself, little to any actually. And then so we just turn around, crush it, sell it, and it's after cost of labor and machines, it's pretty much 100% profit. So
that's nice.